Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because in this video, I'm gonna share with you how to decorate a Christmas tree step by step in a gorgeous emerald green and gold theme. I could not be more excited because I've been waiting to share this particular theme with you guys. This was one of my favorites when I show you all of the trends for Christmas this past summer, and now I get to share with you how to decorate a beautiful gold and emerald green tree, and I really think you're going to like it. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because you will not want to miss what's next here on YouTube this Christmas season. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm saying that it's Christmas already. All right, you guys, don't forget to follow me also on my social medias. That's gonna be linked down below along with my Etsy shop. And it's time to get started, so let's watch. Okay, so to get started with this beautiful Christmas tree in a gold and emerald green, I want to let you know that I always have a three-step system, which is ribbons first, ornaments and ornamentations number 2, or step number 2, and finally step number 3 is going to be your picks and your stems, anything that just allows it to have more depth and dimension. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna start with our ribbons today. And for that, I chose a beautiful gold glitter. I chose this beautiful ribbon that has some emerald green and gold and just an accent ribbon that we're going to use at the end. And I also want to mention that I always have my tools at the ready. I have my scissors right here, and then also a cup with my wire cutters and all of my wires and zip ties and all the things that I need to decorate a Christmas tree. So let me just shut up and get started. I know what you're thinking, Ramon, how can we start? When can we start? So the step number 1 is going to be our ribbons, like I mentioned to you before. And I just want to mention there's going to be a playlist of other Christmas trees that we've done in the past in the description box below for you to continue to be inspired as the Christmas season gets closer. And look how absolutely beautiful this ribbon is, you guys. It has a lame on the back and it's full of glitter on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start at an angle. Remember that if your ribbon is a 4-inch ribbon, then you cut at an angle. If your ribbon is at 2.5 or less, you cut at a dovetail. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna go over to this side. I'm gonna pinch right here and I'm gonna start at the top. I have some big ornaments that I'm gonna put on this tree, so I'm going to make sure that I'm very spare with my ribbon. I just want it to be a touch of it this time. So I'm gonna do a 2-loop bow, and then I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna grab my wires and I'm gonna actually set them out here so I can have access to them. I'm gonna grab a wire and wire this together very tightly. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start right here on the top. Now, if you guys don't know how to put the ribbon and the wires on your ribbons, I have a full tutorial on how to ribbon your Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, this ribbon is so beautiful in person, you guys. It's just glistening on my eyes. So basically what you do is a 2-loop bow right here. And then what you want to do is you want to give some body to this right here, this ribbon. And you're going to pinch and you're going to go all the way into your Christmas tree. And that's what's going to create this loop right here. And you just grab one of those bristles and then you tie with it. So I'm going to do it one more time. You want to give it some body like this. And as I explained to you guys on the video where I explained the ribbons and the Christmas trees, which by the way, if you guys have not seen that video, you have got to go check it out. I'm gonna link it out right now, right here, so you can go see it after this video, and also in the description box below. I explained which Christmas tree to buy, what kind of ribbons to put on, and how many lights. It is so informational, and I really enjoy sharing that with you guys. So I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna grab my scissors over here. I'm gonna do 2 loops, and then I'm gonna cut a little tail, and remember to cut at an angle like this. And we're just gonna leave it there. And because we cut on an angle, well then our ribbon is ready for the next loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch. This ribbon is from Shinoda Design Center, and it is absolutely glorious, you guys. I just love the hand on it and the look, and the lame on the back is just exquisite. I'll tell you if I can find out see how much it is, but it is super, super affordable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another wire, and I'm going to do one right here in the front coming down. I'm gonna grab my bristle, and with this wire that I attached the bow, I just go twice to the left, and look how beautiful that looks, your fluff. And so now what I want to do is I'm gonna come right here to the front, and remember to give it some body, because that's what's going to create that wave that is going to look like a designer came to your home and did it. And you know what? If I can do it, so can you, you guys. It all takes is practice. And I promise you, if I can do it, I asked Jameson the other day, I was like, do you think that you can do this if I just teach you how to do it? And he's like, yeah. Probably take him a little bit, but you know what? If I can do it, so can anyone. All you have to do is keep practicing. By the way, thumbs up for Jameson behind the camera. He is being our cameraman. We have so many videos to record and he just offered to help, and I really appreciate the help. So give Jameson some thumbs up for helping. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, you guys. So I'm gonna do a third right here. Oh my gosh, I cannot get over how beautiful this ribbon really is. I'm gonna have to go buy me some so I can put on my stash. I have a ribbon stash. All right, so we have two, one going to the left. Remember, what happens on the left happens on the right, and what goes up must come down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach one right here, right about the middle of my tree. And I'm gonna go back with my wire. We're going to fluff this bow. Look how beautiful. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna come straight down, kind of at an angle. But remember to give that body to the ribbon. That is the secret to have this beautiful designer look. Look at that. And because it is a 4-inch width, and it's something that I explained to you on the video, because it is a 4-inch width, look how much of this covers. So you really don't have to buy a whole lot of ribbon. So basically I'm going to just cut right here at an angle. Cut like this, and I'm just gonna leave that like that. And then I'm gonna do it again on this side. So what I was gonna tell you is because it is a 4-inch ribbon, then you don't have to spend but one. If you have, this is about a 5-foot tree. If you're doing a 7 or 7.5-foot tree, I would do 2 bolts. So that's about how many bolts of this ribbon you could add. And then if you are doing an accent for a 2.5-inch, you probably need about 2 bolts as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go right about here, and I'm gonna go all the way in, because I want my branch to kind of fold my bows like this. Look how beautiful that is. Then I'm gonna give it another loop like this, and I'm going to attach right about here. Just folding one of those branches is so easy. And I'm going to cut right here. And look at that, we didn't even use the whole bolt. I have a lot of ribbon left that we're gonna save to the side in case that I need to do something else, perhaps on the top, or just do some loops. I want to see if that had the price. No, it doesn't, but I know it's about $12 for that beautiful ribbon, so it's really not that bad. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our emerald green, and I am obsessed. I'm not just saying that. Look how glorious this is. It has all of the emerald green, a lame back on the back. I'm gonna drop that on the floor. I'm gonna once again cut on an angle. Remember, if it is a 4-inch, we cut on an angle. If it is a 2.5, we cut at a dovetail. It just makes it look more stylized and just more finished. All right, because I did loops of 2s, what I'm going to do with this beautiful, oh my God, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna do loops of 1. And so this is what's gonna make our whole bow. And what we want to do is we want to follow that pattern that we did. Not pattern, but like that motion that we have right here. So I'm gonna introduce this right here in the middle of my bow. Grab my bristle and look how it looks like it grew just with the other loops. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat everything that I just did with this green right here. Like this. I'm gonna do 2 loops. And remember to give it a lot of body. And I'm gonna attach right here. And look at that, how beautiful is that? Okay, so I'm going to continue adding this emerald green ribbon, and I'll be right back with you. Basically, I'm just going to repeat everything that I did. Keep watching. Okay, so as I told you before, step number 1 was our beautiful ribbons, and as you guys can see, this 4-inch ribbon really covered a whole bunch of my tree. And so the next step is going to be to add the big ornaments. This is an ornament that I found at Shinoda Design Center, but you can split it in half, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna grab a wire and I'm going to go through right here. This year we're going big, you guys, so I'm going to encourage you to add some bigger ornaments to your Christmas tree to really make them sparkle. If you haven't seen the Grinch Christmas tree, I'm gonna link it down below and somewhere here on the screen, because we added so many bigger ornaments with a big plaque of the Grinch coming out. It was just so much fun. And so that's what I'm trying to do this year, just to do something fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here through my bow and I'm gonna stick out my wire, and I will fluff those in a minute, but I want to make sure that I go all the way, and then I put this ornament right here. And so now I fluff my bows, and look how fun. That just sticks out like that. It is a statement piece for sure. This could be one of those red tracks. It could be a large penguin. It could be whatever your theme is. That's what you could put on your Christmas tree, but I'm just gonna encourage you to do some bigger items to make it more like a designer Christmas tree. I am having so much fun just coming up with all of these ideas, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying them as well. So because these split in two, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add the other one right here. And I think I'm gonna lift up this ribbon. Sorry if I give you my back, but I'm gonna try and put it exactly where I want it, which is right here. And then you just grab one of those bristles up here and attach to one of them like that, and then just let it hang. And look how it's going to extend my shape all the way down. It is super fun. Now I'm gonna grab some of the larger gold ornaments and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. Okay, so the next step is going to be to add some of these large gold ornaments. Now here's another secret I can give you. When you're decorating a Christmas tree, the larger the ornaments, the more space you're going to need on your tree, the less ornaments you're going to need. So that is a secret I can give you. So what we're going to do is we're gonna open up right here, and I'm gonna grab a wire that is already wired on my ornament, and look at that, how beautiful. Just a big oomph on your Christmas tree. It looks so beautiful. I'm gonna add one right here on top of my bow. So for that, I'm gonna move some of my ornament or some of my branches, and I'm going to just swirl that wire. Then after that, we fluff our bows, and look how pretty. It looks like our ornament is sitting on top of that bow and just around the ribbon. So gorgeous. Now I have this laundry tub, you guys. I have to tell you, I have to gather all my materials together because I think it makes it faster, and Jameson just hates it. He thinks it looks, what's the word you use, atrocious? He thinks he looks atrocious, but it's another secret I can give you. If you are out decorating Christmas trees for customers, having some probably more beautiful laundry baskets, you know what, like a clear tub, that's a good idea. A clear tub from, so you can put all of your ornamentations and not have to look atrocious. All right, so I'm gonna add another one right here. So for this smaller Christmas tree, I only have 5 of these large ornaments, and I feel like I'm gonna add, let me see, I have to step away from it to look. I'm gonna add another one right here in the back, so you kind of see a peekaboo for it. I'm gonna open up all of my bristles, and then I'm going to attach to my tree, so you kind of see the shape of the tree going up. We'll fluff all of those ribbons at the end. All right, so now I'm gonna continue with my ornaments. I'm gonna grab some specialty ornaments and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I swapped baskets because Jameson was terrorizing me. So I had to go get one of my clear boxes, but look how you can gather all of your materials together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make sure that I have even my little cup inside of my ornaments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire as I go. So I'm gonna grab a cute little wire, then I'm gonna bend right here and twist. So I'm gonna start adding some of these ornaments. They are emerald green, and just with your wire, you're gonna twist them and put them back into the tree. And look, it's so easy. You just basically cut your 22 gauge wire. I get that question a lot too, how long and how many gauges. So this is basically a 22 gauge wire, and it comes on a 12 to 18 inch string, and so you just cut it in half. But if you don't have this particular wire, also what you can do is do some bolt wire and just cut them into about 6 to 8 inch strips, or 8 to 10, because you want to have enough of this wire to kind of go around the branch. As you guys will see right here, all you have to do is one to the left and secure back, and then your ornament is going to stay right here. All right, so I'm gonna add another one. And remember also to always add the same ornament at the same time, and to put them all throughout the Christmas tree, to the left, to the right. You wanna make sure that it's very well scattered, because you don't wanna be like all the same ornaments right here and nothing on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna save this last one and put it right on the top. Remember, what goes up must come down. What happens on the left happens on the right. And if you follow those instructions, whether you are doing a Christmas tree, whether you're doing an arrangement, a swag, it's always going to be balanced. Now, I absolutely love this ornament. Believe it or not, you guys, this is a glass ornament and it's covered on this beautiful felt material. I don't know how they did it, but it's so beautiful. And so I'm going to add these ones next. And I'm going to go over now to this side. I'm gonna attach right here. You wanna be careful because they are glass, and even though they are covered with felt, well, they can still break because they're made out of glass. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm having so much fun sharing all of these Christmas decorating ideas with you guys to inspire you to decorate your home this holiday season. Oh, there's so many ideas left, and I just cannot wait for you all to see what we're working on for our next video or our next ideas. And then also don't forget to follow me on my Instagram for daily Insta stories, behind the scenes, and all the things that you don't get to see here on my YouTube channel. If you follow me already, then you know that we have so much fun over there. And then also my Etsy shop is now open, yay! And I'm gonna leave a link down below so you guys can go check it out. So many of you ask me so many times, Ramon, do you sell what you make? Unlike the Christmas trees, because I couldn't ship it to you, we are selling some of the products and some of the things that I make here on the channel, so go check it out. All right, so I'm gonna add this one right here. And this is going to be our last one because I have some finials, but as I talked to you on that video with what kind of ornaments to use, these are long ornaments, so I cannot use this right now. I have to have some branches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all of my stems and branches, which is going to be our third step, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so I told you step number 1, which was going to be the ribbon. Step number 2 is our ornaments, and step number 3 is our picks, stems, florals, anything that has a longer stem. So I have a variation of these beautiful stems, and what I like about this one, it has already some gold in it. It's almost like a pine, and you can always bend it and play with them. So now this is a little long, so I'm gonna bend half of it, and I'm gonna start right here on the bottom, and I have a selection of picks, and look how that just extends and it starts creating that three-dimensional look that we go for here at Ramon at Home. I like it to have some air. I like it to be fluffy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go, remember, what happens on the left happens on the right, and you have to start scattering and going up in a ladder motion. So just go ahead and push it in there. I'm gonna add this one now. I'm gonna move over to this side. I'm gonna go right here, and we're gonna, look how beautiful that is looking, you guys. All right, so I'm going to add now 2 to the sides, and I'm gonna move over to this side. Remember to just continue to move sides so that way you have a balanced tree. So I'm gonna add that one right there. I'm going to go over to the other side, and now we're getting to the point where we need to go up. And look, who would have thought that this beautiful tiny little Christmas tree can look so elegant with all of these ornaments, right? That was just a basic Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. And like I told you in that video, this tree is meant to be designed on. So it's really not, you don't have to see a lot of the tree because really there's no branches or armature for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put this one facing up like that. So that's that particular branch. So now I'm gonna move on to a more beautiful one, which is this gold one. How absolutely stunning is this? So now, because I put one right here, and I went on a ladder motion, so now I'm going to alternate. So I'm gonna go now over to this side right here, and I'm going to add this guy over here on the bottom, like that. And look how pretty that is. So now I'm going to alternate. Now this one, I'm gonna go about the other side, about the same height as the other one, and I'm going to add one. What I like about this one is because you can really fluff them. And you can go like that, and look how pretty it's giving you that dimension. So now I'm gonna go over to this side, and I see where I put the other one right about the bow. So I'm gonna go right here, go right under this ornament, like that. Okay, I have a few more. So now I'm gonna go over to this side, and I'm gonna go over here behind this big ornament, like that. Look how gorgeous that, oh, that's looking so pretty. All right, so now I have a few left. So I'm gonna move over to this side, and I'm gonna probably go right about here. I'm gonna lift up my ornament, and I'm gonna go like that. You can always also use a branch to attach like that. And for the last one, I'm gonna go up to the top and do what I did to the other side, but with a gold one. So basically just give it a little curvature like this. I'm gonna lift my bows and stick it right there. Now we'll fluff all the bows in a second, which I decided that I'm gonna add another step, which is going to be ribbons, ornaments, pick stems, florals, and fluff at the end, because you have to fluff at the end. All right, so now these beautiful, you guys. Oh, this is so pretty. And every single stem is wire, and look at all of the jewels. This is what's going to really give us that extra oomph that our tree needs. Oh my gosh, look at that. So now I'm gonna add one right here on the front. Look at that. That makes it look like a jewelry box. It's so beautiful. And you know what, there's one thing that I can tell you: to invest yourself in some beautiful picks. Ornaments, you see them, but you really don't see them as much as you see the picks, which is what makes your tree come alive, come forward. So I really would say that if you should invest on something for your Christmas tree, that would be some beautiful quality stems and picks, because look at that, it gives it a sparkle. It just gives it all the life that it needs. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to this side. And who would have thought, like I said, that this tiny little Christmas tree could look this fabulous? A lot of people just see these trees and they never want to buy them because they're small. Well, sometimes some of the best things in life come in smaller packages. All right, so now I'm gonna go over to this side and I'm going to add one, put it right here in the middle, right about here. And I just love how it gives us that three-dimensional feel. So now I'm gonna add one to the top, because remember, what happens on the left happens on the right, and what goes up must come down. I'm gonna add it right in the middle, going down. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add our poinsettias, and look how gorgeous these are, you guys. I could not be more excited. They are made out of velvet. Once again, these are the things that you want to invest your money on. Just make sure you give them a fluff like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one on each of the bigger ornaments. So I'm gonna fluff my bow in a second, but I'm gonna add one right here. So that's going to create a moment with the bow, the ribbons, the ornament, and the poinsettia. So I'm gonna add one right there. First, I'm gonna make sure that I add one on every single large ornament, or by it, because by clustering my poinsettia with my large ornament, with my ribbons, that's what's going to create that moment. Now, they were a little too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold like this. You insert it, you pull a little bit, and you make sure that it attaches to something else so it doesn't move. And look at that. How exquisite. I cannot wait to give you a close-up, so keep watching. We're almost done with this tree. Once again, don't forget to touch every single petal, because when these come on the truck, they come flat like that, but it's our job to give them a little bit of life. And I'm going to move over now to, let's see, I'm gonna move over to right here, and I'm going to add one right about here by our large ornament. And look how by putting it sideways, you get the side, which is what in the industry called the money maker. So you get all of that money maker, and it just looks so beautiful. So now I'm going to add one on the top to cover some of my holes. Now that's another thing, that you have to start covering all of these holes that you left with the ribbons and the ornaments. And the best way to do that is with these larger ornaments like this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add one right here, going down. And look at that. Isn't that just glorious? I feel like I need one over here, because what happens on the left happens on the right. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. I cannot wait for you to see this close up. It's so good. This is a big trend. If you have not seen the trends video, and if you're still looking for inspiration, go check it out, because emerald green and gold was one of the hottest trends for this year. So I'm gonna add one right here by our large ornament, like this. Oh my gosh, where do I need one? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna add another one right here, just because it's the dead center of the tree, and I feel like that is your statement. When you first walk into the room, you wanna make sure that all of your tree is all covered up. And I'm gonna add one right here. Let's see, I have to kind of get away from it. I I think that's it. I'm gonna fluff all of the ribbons and I will be back with you with a little close-up to show you what this looks like. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so this is the end result and I am so excited and I love the way this looks. I absolutely love the emerald green and gold and all of the little jewels and glitter. It looks like Christmas just came here and put this Christmas tree together herself, if I do say so myself. This is a beautiful, exquisite green and gold theme, and I just hope that you like it as much as I did. So I cannot wait to read your comments, so let me comment down below and let me know what was your favorite part of this beautiful gorgonymous. And yes, Jameson said, what is gorgonymous? It's a new word I just made up. Gorgonymous Christmas tree that I put together for you to inspire you to create something beautiful this Christmas season. And if you want to know how to decorate a Christmas tree, remember there's 4 steps to it. Step number 1 is going to be the ribbons. Step number 2 is going to be the ornaments and large ornaments. Step number 3 is going to be our picks, stems, and florals. And step number 4 is going to be to fluff it and just make it sparkle and shine. If you follow these steps, you too can decorate a gorgeous or gorgonymous Christmas tree this holiday season. I cannot wait to share with you what's next. We're just getting started for Christmas 2022. All right, you guys, well, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single Christmas upload. I cannot believe I'm saying Christmas already. I cannot wait for you guys to see what's next. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing and you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.